WDSU-TV's coverage of Delaware State University basketball. Today we have a doubleheader in MEAC action with both the Lady and male Hornets facing off against the CoppinState Eagles. Once again, my name is Byron Dixon, joined alongside my broadcast partners Derek Slayton and Roland DeVries. Today is the first game in conference play, and it will be important to get off to a strong start in the MEAC. The Lady Hornets are fresh off an exhilarating overtime victory against George Mason, and the CoppinState Eagles lost a tough game to West Virginia in Morgantown. Now I'm going to bring in my broadcast partner, Derek Slayton, with his keys to the game.
The keys to the game, first they got to limit turnovers. They're averaging 19.5 turnovers a game, only a 0.7 assist to turnover ratio. Next, they got to defend a three-point shot. They're dead last in the MEAC as teams are shooting only over 36% from deep. And finally, they run an up-tempo offense. Second-year coach Tamika Lewis runs a three-guard system, scoring almost 77 points per game. They have to speed up CoppinState, force some turnovers, as the Hornets force 22 turnovers a game.
Thank you, Derek, for those keys to the game. Now I'm going to bring it to our sideline reporter, Roland DeVries, who has some essential news for us today. Hey, Roland, how you doing? What do you have for us?
Thanks, Byron. CoppinState Lady Eagles come into this matchup trying to bring the record up to a 500 mark, while Delaware State wants to bring themselves over the 500 marker for the first time. The Lady Eagles are led by their three seniors. Kyra Campbell leads this team with a 14.6 point per average per game and shooting a whopping 40% from the floor. Ashley Craig leads the team with steals at 23 points. And Larissa Carter is their top rebounder, bringing in 6.7 rebounds per game. They've lost 3 of their 4 games with losses to Robert Morris, North Carolina, and West Virginia. Their lone win came at the hands of Virginia Union at home, 81-79. The Delaware State Hornets come into play, and they're going to try to move themselves over the 500 mark for the first time this year, but they're going to have to do it without Rain Bankston, one of the fine freshman twins that came in from Detroit, Michigan, who went down with an ACL injury getting ready for the Robert Morris game. She's going to be lost for the season, and they're going to medically redshirt her for the remainder of this year. She is scheduled for ACL surgery next week, Thursday. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Derek Coleman. He is in his 13th year here at CoppinState University and has been named the MEAC Coach of the Year twice, in 2005 and 2006, and has led his team to 3 NCAA tournaments in 06, 05, and 08. Should be a pretty good matchup today, Byron and Derek. I hope all goes well with us and that Delaware State University can pull out a win today. They're going to have their hand filled with the CoppinState Eagles.
Thanks, Roland, for the information. As Roland stated, we're unfortunately sad here today to report that Rain Baxton is out for the season with a torn ACL. Word is that she will get a medical red shirt and be able to play next season. Now I'm going to toss it back to Derek, who will have our impact players for today. Derek?
For the Hornets, it's Tiara Hawkins forward. She was a second-team All-MEAC selection last season, and she's one of the best players in the nation this season, scoring 25.3 points per game, which is 7th in the entire NCAA, and 10.5 rebounds per game, which is 3rd in the MEAC. Kyra Coleman is the best scorer for CoppinState, 14.6 points per game, and she shoots about 40% from the floor.
Thank you, Derek, for those impact players. We'll definitely watch these two ladies as this game develops and progresses. Now we'll go to our starting lineups for your Delaware State University Lady Hornets. At point guard, you have Jade Washington. At the 2 guard, you have Raven Bankston, the freshman out of Detroit, Michigan. Delaware State University actually run a 3-guard offense, so you have Dina Harmon at the guard, the senior from Baltimore, Maryland. You have Tylen Carter, the forward, and as Derek mentioned before, Tiara Hawkins at forward as well. So with their starting 5 to 3-guard offense, Derek, what are you looking forward to seeing?
I just want to know if they'll still be able to be up-tempo with the loss of Rain Bankston.
With that being said, we will now send it over to the national anthem and presenting of the colors. We are just about set for tip-off here between your Delaware State University Lady Hornets and the CoppinState Eagles. I'll send it back over to Derek. Derek, as we're just about set for tip-off, what are some things that you're looking forward to in the first 5 minutes of this game?
I really want to see these guys be aggressive and get into the paint. The Hornets aren't a great three-point shooting team, so they got to create some offense early in transition. And just to speed this game up, they forced 22 turnovers per game, so I want to see a lot of pressure early on. CoppinState is winless on the road. You may want to rattle them early on and maybe turn this game into a blowout.
Now for CoppinState, their starters will be Kara Coleman, Bria Harris, Larissa Carter, Ashley Craig, and Jordan Swales. So those are the starters for the CoppinState Eagles today, the visiting team. Like I stated before, this is a MEAC showdown. You always want to get off to a good start in the conference. It's been a solid season so far for the Lady Hornets. They're playing 500 ball, so it'd be nice to get a good home win, especially fresh off of their win against George Mason this past week, an overtime exhilarating win. So, Derek, when you think about MEAC play, what are some things that you look forward to?
It's just both teams know each other so well. Both coaches know each other so well. So it turns into a coaching duel because it's just who got some better schemes, who has some wrinkles in their play calling that they want to change up. And it just leads to a lot of interesting, a lot of competitive games.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you.
Tylen Carter's the new starter. She will definitely have to do a good job on the boards for the Hornets to win.
We're moments away from tip-off here. Your Lady Hornets are looking for a strong home win against the CoppinState Eagles. The Delaware State University Lady Hornets, they're an inside-oriented team with Tiara Hawkins and her ability to post up as well as to shoot the mid-range jumper. I'm expecting a big game from her today. When you have some of the best players in the nation in conference play, you always want to show what you can do. You're at home. You got the home cooking. You got the home crowd behind you. Forgot to mention, it is Parents' Day today, so people's parents are on hand. You definitely want to put on a good show. Don't you agree, Derek?
Definitely, and it's not just Tiara Hawkins' show. Raven Banks is averaging almost over 18 points a game. Deanna Harmon has 12 points a game. These girls can really score the ball. 76.8 points per game. It's more than just Tiara Hawkins. They got a lot of scores.
Speaking of Raven Bankston, she's one of the best rookies in the nation, averaging about 18 points a game. She's definitely a good player. Can shoot the outside J, can take it into the lane. As I like to call her, one half of the dynamic duo with her and her sister, who was unfortunately hurt. But as you can probably hear behind me, I'd like to report good news that the DSU Approaching Storm Marching Band is actually back, so you will hear them throughout today's game. Once again, doubleheader action, and we are off. Tip-off is out to Harmon, who gives it off to Jade Washington, who brings the ball up. Your Lady Hornets had the ball first to start this game. Let's get a win, ladies. Back to Harmon. Tyler Carter out of San Diego, California. Hawkins starts the game off with a mid-range jumper. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Right on cue there. How about that, Derek?
Yeah, she's a dynamic scorer, one of the best in the nation. Expect her for her to have a big game.
The shot is off by Kara Coleman, the mid-range jumper. Trying to follow suit of Tiara Hawkins. The shot rattles off the rim. Delaware State's ball. Carter to inbound. Jay Washington, a 5'7" junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Gives it off to Harmon, the senior. Down to Bankston.
She got to finish
the
that.
left-handed layup.
Good look by Jay Washington.
She probably was a little surprised to be that open, if you ask me. The shot is off by number 34, Larissa Carter. The pass is out of bounds. It'll be Delaware State's ball.
It looked like Raven didn't see the ball there. Raven Bankston was ahead of the group, but just did not know that Tiara Hawkins threw the outlet pass.
Anytime there's a fast-paced situation, you always want to look back and have your hands up ready for those kind of passes. As I like to say, outlet, outlet, outlet. Ball is given out to Washington. Out to Harmon on the wing. Out to Washington once again, who drives, penetrates up for someone. Harmon, shot is off. Looked like a deep two there. Foot was on the line.
Harmon, not much of a long-range threat so far this season. Has not hit a three-pointer yet. Good defense by her, though.
Great defense by Harmon. You like to see both ends of the floor being exhibited there. You miss a shot on one end, don't let that get you down. Get back on the defensive end. There's two parts to the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Young kids out there, if you're watching. There are two assets to the game, offense and defense. And you got to be able to play both.
And the Hornets are struggling on the defensive side so far, giving over 80 points per game.
The shot is off once again by
And look for the Hornets to run.
Washington pushing. Harmon. Ball is saved. Out to Washington. Washington drives. Looking for someone. Hawkins once again. Hawkins is looking to score. Loses control of the ball. Loses the hand a little bit. Gets it out to Washington, who reset the offense. Good decision there by the junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Sloppy pace so far by both teams.
Out to Bankston for three. It is off. Good shot. Offensive rebound, Harmon. And it is called a charge. As Derek always likes to state, this year with the new college rules, you always see the emphasis on that inside foul, inside that area. Offensive and defensive fouls as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that
good job
progresses
by
throughout the game.
Good job by Bria Harris being set for the charge on that play. But you can see the Hornets want to run. CoppinState shoots less than 40% from the floor as a team.
There, strong pick. Inside, she is fouled actually. Larissa Carter is fouled. Larissa Carter, our other impact player, she's coming out with an aggressive mindset, saying, Hawkins, you're not going to one-up me. I can put on the show as well. And she's already taken 3 shots.
I think they're going to discuss if she was in the act of shooting. And yes, she is.
Looks like Carter will be heading to the line for 2 free throws. So we'll see if CoppinState can break the scoring still here. Scoring still, I might say. First shot is good by Carter. Looks like number 13, Diamond Williams, has checked in the game for Deanna Harmon. We're 3 minutes into the game here. Your Lady Hornets are up 2-1 against the CoppinState Eagles. Bankston with the ball up top, back to Washington. You see a little bit of a off down screen motion there by the Lady Hornets. Bankston with the drive. Pass is off, but she gets it back, and she scores the easy layup. Raven Bankston, you see the instincts there. Keeping her hands up. Ball was deflected right back to her. She hits the layup. Delaware State now is up 4-1. Looked like we had a stoppage in play here.
And good job by Bankston not giving up on that play. Took a bad decision early, but turned garbage into gold, finishing in the paint.
Out to Jordan Swales. A strong move there once again by Carter. And it is in by number 23, Jordan.
Both teams looking to attack the paint early on.
Scratch that. Kara Coleman with the basket there. The shot is off. And it looks like Tylen Carter comes up a little. Like she got hit in the eye there.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's all right. And it looks like the freshman, number 33, Kara Lewis, the freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, will check into the game.
And Tylen Carter is actually a replacement for Rain Bankston. So now they're getting kind of deep into your bench here.
Ashley Craig bringing the ball up court. Another pick set there by. Pass is deflected and off once again by Carter. Carter is come out this game a little off. Hawkins for the lay-in.
And Jay Washington doing a great job leading these Hornets up in transition, finding a lot of open players so far.
The three-point shot is off by Craig. Hawkins with the rebound. Right now, if you were to compile a list of the top 10 female players in the NCAA, you might put Hawkins on that list. Don't you think, Derek?
Yeah, you definitely will. Averaging a double-double, 25 points, 10 boards a game. Already showing her dominance early on.
Bankins, the shot is off. If you can find me 10 players better than her, let me know. Pass is to number 23. Jordan Swales with the mid-range jumper. There's no lost art there. She's got that down pat. Out to Bankston on the wing. Bankston looking for someone. Oh, Bankston with the crossover. Bankston with the drive. Bankston off the glass. It is no good. Good move there by Bankston. Quick, explosive player she is. And she's got a repertoire of moves. Looks like the layup is off once again.
Both teams missing a lot of open shots so far.
By Coleman, and the shot is good. Coleman's down with the play there. And she gets the points there for the Lady Eagles. It is 8-7 here. Lady Hornets are up by 1. 15 minutes remaining in the first half here. Don't forget we have doubleheader action. Men's game coming up later on. Three-point shot is air ball by number 13, Diamond Williams. You might want to see her attack that a little bit more, maybe take a step in more in her range. So, Derek, After about 5 minutes into the game, you know, as a coach's look, they like to do 5-minute intervals. What do you think about what you've seen so far in this game?
The Hornets have missed a lot of open layups. This game should be maybe 15, 16 to 7. They're pushing the ball like I expected. They're getting in transition, but they look sloppy right now. They're running into each other. They're just not organized, and it's causing them some points on the scoreboard.
One thing with the game of basketball that you cannot emphasize enough on the offensive end is spacing. You got to space the floor, create driving lanes for one another, especially when you have players like Hawkins and Bankston who can create their own shot. You definitely want to create spacing and allow those women to do work so they can create their own shot.
And right now, I'm impressed by Raven Banks' ability to get into the paint. She's just missing a couple of layups right now. It'll start to fall as the game will progress.
Definitely, definitely. But spacing, spacing, spacing. We are live from Memorial Hall. I am Byron Dixon, joined alongside Derek Slayton and Roland DeVries. Your Delaware State University Lady Hornets lead the CoppinState Lady Eagles 8-7 with 14 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the first half. Once again, we're live from Memorial Hall.
Also, I just want to say you had a good intro coming into this game. You used some words that I can't pronounce. I think you said exhilarating and some other couple words that I just don't know how to say. That's why you get paid the big bucks around here. You had a good intro.
Derek, as he always likes to provide here, a little humor. We're back, resume and play. It looks like it will be almost a steal by Hawkins there. Oh, ball on the ground. Bankston looks like a loose ball foul. The effort, the hustle, the sheer passion of Lady Hornet basketball diving on the floor in the early parts of this game.
I like that Tamika Lewis came out and told these guys to bring some pressure on the basketball. They forced 22 turnovers. You didn't see that pressure in the first 5 minutes.
If I must say, Coach Lewis looks quite stylish over there. She has the shirt and tie look going on.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the pass is to Bankston. Bankston drives. It is a travel called. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, traveling still does exist, and it is prevalent right here today.
I thought she put the ball on the floor before that jump step.
It looked like that to me as well.
Not sure about that one.
Crossover there. Pass out. Harris. Hoop. And the harm.
Looks like
nope. Scratch that. Offensive foul. Still they're off there.
It's a travel.
Jay Washington brings the ball up past the midpoint line. Setting up the offense. Hawkins with the ball.
CoppinState into a 2-3 still.
Washington looking for someone. Washington is really facilitating here early on at the point guard position.
They need to find a gap to the zone. Somebody got to occupy the middle of the zone during a 2-3.
Three-pointer is good. Diamond Williams for three. She airballed another one, but she liked the confidence there. Keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting.
The first one was a practice shot.
It's good to see after shooting the air ball, she didn't lose her confidence. She knows that she can knock down that shot, and this one is nothing but the bottom of the net.
And on Hornets with another turnover off of a trap.
Hawkins with the ball out to Washington. Washington pushing the tempo. Out to Williams again. Back to Washington. Gives it off to Lewis. Lewis to Bankston. Bankston with the crossover. Pull-up jumper is good.
She was one of the best players in Detroit, Michigan, and all of Michigan. Led her team to a high school championship in her senior year, her and her twin sister.
Three-point shot. It is a two, actually. Scratch that. For Kyra Coleman. Coleman has come out to this game as aggressive as well. Jay Washington and Bankston. Bankston, the fearless freshman. Not afraid to take it to the basket and create her own shot. One half of the dynamic duo, as I like to call it. Get well soon, Rain. Get well soon.
And CoppinState, they have to be a little worried right now. They're playing Hornet basketball. Up-tempo, moving up and down the court very quickly. Quick shots and possessions. CoppinState's going to have to figure a way to slow this game down if they want a chance to compete.
Number
with the
11, Nakia Kersey has checked into the game. The guard, the 5'4" sophomore. Bankston, another drive. It is off. You like the aggressive zone. She's getting to the paint, getting manageable shots. I like that. The drive, the bounce pass looks like it was kicked, and it will be Del State ball. Lewis to inbound. Nakaya Kersey. Once again, a 5-4 sophomore out of Newark, New Jersey.
She was looking for Tiara Hawkins there. Pass gets deflected. Even though the Hornets have the lead, they're not doing a good job spacing out this zone. Looks like the CoppinState has switched back into man, though.
Inbound play. Bankston gets the ball. Williams, a little off that time. Hawkins with the offensive rebound. She is fouled. Looks like she will go to the line for 2.
It's the first time we've been able to watch these girls live, and I'm surprised that Tiara Hawkins doesn't get the ball more so far early on. It looks a little too perimeter oriented right now.
Hawkins, the red shirt junior out of Clinton, Maryland, standing at 6'2".
But she's doing a great job on the boards and just grabbing the loose balls and finishing them and getting contact. She has a soft touch around the rim.
Hawkins for the second shot. It is off. Coleman with the ball, bringing it past the midpoint line. Pick a set there. Out number 23, Jordan Swales for 3. She's seeing triple. Jordan Swales for 3. And the Lady Eagles are back within 2. Kersey looking over to Coach Lewis for the call from the bench. She drives. Hawkins with the ball left wing. Looks like Tylen Carter is going to check back into the game momentarily. Good to see that she's doing all right.
Good move by Tiara Hawkins with the spin and ends up getting fouled, driving in the lane. She's limping a little bit, though. That's very concerning.
We're going to hit it over to Roland, who looks like he has some valuable information for us. Roland, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Byron. I caught up with Coach Derek Brown prior to tip-off today, and I asked him, what do you want to do offensively against the Lady Hornets? He said he's working on a new man-on-man scheme, and his goal was to force the ball down low, get Larissa Carter the ball, try to see if the Hornets would collapse on her, and then kick it back to the outside and get the shots. So far, they've been able to be quite successful underneath. Defensively, I asked, what's your game plan here? He said, stop Tiara Hawkins, which I think is every coach's idea of winning a ball game. So far, not so good, as Tiara Hawkins has scored half of Delaware State Hornets' score so far. Back to you, Byron.
Thank you, Roland. Your Lady Hornets lead the CoppinState Eagles 14-12 here in the first half of basketball. One thing about Delaware State University I'd like to say is they do definitely recruit far and wide. You look at some of this roster: Jay Washington, Las Vegas, Nevada; Tylen Carter, San Diego, California; the Bankston twins from Detroit, Michigan. So Delaware State University definitely going to the ends of the country to find the best talent to help make this team better. So Derek, about 5 minutes into the game here, what do you think about the action so far?
Well, I'm concerned with Tiara Hawkins. She's still limping a little bit after the foul she just had on her knee. I wonder if that's going to impact her for the rest of the game.
Kersey with the inbound. Gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins in the post. Hawkins, it is in. The left-handed layup.
Maybe the knee is fine. She went straight up over 2 people.
A lot of people in the playground, we call that barbecue chicken. When you got someone in the post that knows you that can't be guarded, and the guy's trying to guard you, this is barbecue chicken. Free throws. First free throw is good.
Foul number 3, Bankston. The line is Janelle Lake, shooting 2. First one is good.
Second of 2 free throws here. Shot is off. Rebounded. Looks like a jump ball. Yep, jump ball is the call on the court.
Tiara Hawkins down on the ground again. Looks like that's her shoulder.
Hawkins is down. And a collective breath will be held throughout Memorial Hall.
Looks like she was going for the rebound. Her arm got caught up.
She quickly walks off the court, so it looks like she is hopefully okay. And it looks like
she's in a lot of pain right now.
Will check in.
Hawkins leading all scores with 9 so far.
That's almost a point per minute when you think about it. Shot is up and in. Hoop and the harm for Kira Coleman. Hooping the harm, strong play inside, taking the contact and finishing with a strong layup.
With Tiara Hawkins out, not only do you lose her scoring, but you lose her inside presence on the defensive end. 6'2" and is a great defender and rebounder.
3 the old-fashioned way with the free throw. Coleman now with 9 points. Almost stolen there. Kersey, mid-range jumper is good.
Good job getting inside the three-point arc for a shot in her range.
Looks like it will be a travel. Too many steps there. Looks like Deanna Harmon is checking back into the game. A senior out of Baltimore, Maryland. Jay Washington bringing the ball up. Washington to Carter, who has checked back in, as I mentioned.
Nice
Backdoor cut for Harmon. A little Princeton offense there for the Lady Hornets. I like that.
It was a nice back cut, but CoppinState did a good job in help defense to keep that from being an easy layup.
Good recovery there, as you said. Coleman using her inside presence there. (18-16). Lady Hornets lead the Lady Eagles. 10:35 remaining in the first half here. Doubleheader action here today, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back, relax. DSU-TV of Hornet basketball. Washington with the drive. All the way to the rack. Off the glass, high off glass, but looks like she was fouled. A little contact there. She will be heading to the line for 2 shots.
I'm really impressed with her ability to run this offense so far. She knows when to run. She knows when to slow the offense down and get into their offense.
First free throw is in for Washington. Second free throw is good.
And it seems like Tiara Hawkins is in the locker room now, so some further tests to be taken for her. Not a good sign for the Hornets.
As I said, everyone is probably holding their breath collectively on the Delaware State University sideline. Me as well. Hoping that she gets back out there real soon.
Hey, man, you can't hold your breath and talk at the same time. It's impossible. There's no way you're doing that right now. There's no way.
If there's a will, there's a way, Dad. If there's a will, there's a way. Looks like Roland has some valuable information coming up very soon about Hawkins' injury, but Harmon with the lefty lay-in.
And Jay Washington's making all the right decisions in training. That's another steal.
Carter, Harmon to the rim. The layup is in.
The Hornets with their largest lead by 8, 24-16.
Harmon with the bucket. Good fast break. You always want to get easy buckets, especially in conference play. Teams may know each other a little well. Hounding defense by the Lady Hornets. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow.
Great job by
Hornets basketball.
Harmon and Washington. Harmon and Washington with the trap and the active hands. And the full court pressure is starting to get to CoppinState. They don't look comfortable right now dribbling the basketball.
Caught them off guard there with the trap. I like that. You always want to switch it up. Especially with teams knowing each other well. You want to throw things you've never seen before at one another and get them a little rattled, see how they react to it. Harmon with the ball out to Carter. Carla with the pass inside. Harmon is the recipient of it, and she lays it in.
And they're just beating CoppinState to all the loose balls right there. That was a terrible pass that ends up for a layup.
That right there, Derek, is a prime example of being in the right place at the right time.
And CoppinState takes another timeout as they're just throwing the ball all over right now. Just a lot of turnovers.
It looks like a timeout on the court here. Hornets lead 26-16. Looks like we're going to toss it to Roland, who has some valuable information about Hawkins' injury. Roland?
Thanks, Byron. Tiara Hawkins right now, Byron, is being seen in the locker room with a bad right shoulder. As you saw on live, she went up for a ball after the missed free throw, and her right shoulder actually came ripping back like so. They tried to do some movements, had her bring her arms above her head, which she could do. She could bring her arms straight out in front of her, but she couldn't bring her arms back behind her back like this. So she's in a lot of pain, and it's doubtful that she's going to be returning. Back to you, Byron.
Thank you, Roland, for the very, very demonstrative Roland DeVries there, ladies and gentlemen. You get the full aspect. He'll show you the injury and how it affects them. Thank you for the injury report on Hawkins. Hopefully she can get back out here. Once again, we're about ready to resume play. Lady Hornets lead 26-16. Washington with the ball. Washington looking for someone, anybody. Looks like Bankston is in a post. The fearless freshman has a height advantage. She wants to take advantage of that. Harmon fighting for the ball. Looks like CoppinState has possession, and the possession arrow will shoot towards them.
With Tiara Hawkins doubtful to come back with a bad right shoulder injury, expect Deanna Harmon to have to score a lot more points in the post.
Harmon and Bankston will have to pick up the proverbial load here and pick it up. Shot is off, but it looks like she was fouled. She's slow to get up. For
it's like Kiera Coleman
hit the floor kind of hard there. Looks like she'll hit the line for 2 free throws. First of 2 is off. No good.
Coleman only a 50% free throw shooter on a year.
Anytime someone gets the ball in the post, you want to foul them hard and make them earn it at the line. And that right there, she misses both free throws.
You wonder if missing both is a product of her falling on her arm there.
The old game within a game adage. So many individual as well as collective battles throughout the game of basketball. Crossover there. Up and in, lefty lay-in.
We're going to get a push-off by Carter.
No basket. They'll scratch that. No basket. Great move there.
Actually, it's going to be a foul.
They'll call that foul on the floor there.
The Eagles are in a bonus, so the Hornets will shoot 1 and 1.
Tylen Carter to the line for 2. I like her mindset early in this game. Using her size and quickness to get to the basket and get some easy buckets and get to the free throw line. Let's see if she can knock these 2 shots down. First one is off actually. It was a 1 and 1. She missed. They're pushing the tip off for CoppinState. Shot is off by Ashley Craig. Up and in. Bankston with the save. Good hustle there by Bankston. The effort, the sheer passion for the fearless freshman out of Detroit, Michigan. Shot is up, and it is off. Rebound. And
there was a foul on the court.
On the floor. Foul there. No call. Lewis with the hustle, the freshman. You like to see that as well.
And that's the second time.
A lot of good young pieces for this team.
It's the second time you see an Eagle player grab the shoulder to keep them from the rebound. That's how Tiara Hawkins got her. Grab, looks like Makia Lewis' shoulder there. Well, as we're here live from Memorial Hall, the first of our doubleheader action of MEAC basketball. Your Lady Hornets lead the Lady Eagles 26-18. 7:54 remaining in the first half. Derek, what are your thoughts so far on the first 10, 12 minutes of the game? It's kind of what I expected. The Hornets love to get up and down the court and score. They've done that. They've forced turnovers. They've done everything that we said they had to do to win the game so far. But you want to think long term. With Sierra Hawkins out, what does that mean for the Hornets if she can't come back for a few games?
Hopefully Hawkins' injury is not serious, but as Derek stated before, you might want to watch the inside play with the physicality between these ladies. You definitely want to try to leave this game as healthy as possible. And let's not forget, Delaware State University knows they were picked to finish 10th in the MEAC this season. So they want to be motivated and know, look, we're better than 10th in the MEAC. We're trying to be first.
And this is a huge game for them right now. If they win this will be the first time that they're over 500 since the 2011-2012 season.
Definitely would love to see that happen once again. Pass to the backcourt. Jay Washington. Washington with the ball at the top. Washington with the drive. Looks like it will be called an offensive foul. Hounding defense there.
Like Washington pushed off with her arm.
By Ashley Craig. The hounding defense there. Out to number 21, Kiana Samuels, and the shot is in by number 34, Larissa Carter. Right on cue there, impact player. Hawkins out of the game. Carter's going to look to be aggressive and try to get her points. Washington directing the offense. Picked there by Washington. Kick ball.
But I like that I see Carter being aggressive with the ball. Early in the game, she was tentative when the ball would get thrown her way. Now you're seeing her trying to use the dribble, trying to attack the paint.
That's a good point there, Derek. Looks like Harmon will inbound for the Lady Hornets. Washington with the ball. Out to Carter. Bankston with the ball. She may be looking to go to the basket. Bankston to the basket. Shot is off. Just a tad bit strong there by Bankston. I love the left-handed drive.
She has a very quick step.
The bounce pass is off there by Kiana Samuels.
She got to go all the way to the hoop on that one. Got to finish strong yourself on that play.
Harmon with the drive, loses the hand a little bit, but gets it back. Harmon spins, falls to her knees. Looks like it will be a travel. That's about the third or fourth travel we have seen.
I wonder what the court conditions are right now. A lot of people slipping and stumbling over their feet. It's about the fourth or fifth time we've seen a Hornet on the ground.
The pull-up is way off there. Air ball, actually. Oh, wow. The rebound, and it looks like Craig will go to the line. This is Ashley Craig. I know she doesn't play for Del State, but she's feisty. And she's going after every loose ball, playing hounding defense. Definitely trying to make her presence known today.
Well, you got to have that type of aggressive energy when you're 5'3". You're the smallest person on the court. That's the only way you can be on the court is to play with a lot of high energy.
One thing that doesn't have size, Derek, is heart. And you cannot measure the heart of an individual. It's not about the height, but you know you got to have heart. Free throw is off. Rebound there by Lewis. Ball deflected outside. Out of bounds, I might say, sorry. Kersey is back in the game.
Craig again showing some hustle. Almost came up with the steal.
Kersey back to Bankston.
And Bankston has a height advantage.
Bankston looking for a pick. She tapped the top of her head. That's a lot of terminology with a lot of teams. Bankston is a scorer, and she's looking to do so.
It's like Craig with the reaching foul. And when
looks like Bankston will be going to the line.
Good job by the Hornets. Continue to attack. When you're in a bonus, that's what you want to do.
Always good to get into the bonus. Get some easy points. Bankston to the line for the first free throw. It is good, the one-on-one. Raven Bankston. Once again, a freshman from Detroit, Michigan. Once again, get well soon, Rain. Hope to see you out here next season. Bankston with both free throws in there. Oh, the switch. Shot is no good. Rebounded by number 32. Oh my. Taeyong using her presence inside to get the easy bucket. Bankston with the drive. Step back. Jumper. It is good. Banks is showing the full repertoire here today, Derek. I'm very pleased with her today.
I'm very impressed with her first quick step. Her first step is just, she's just a blur out there.
You get the defense backing up on their heels. It's good to see that step back jumper being used. A little T-Mac, I may say, if you ask me. The drive is good.
Nice drive by Coleman.
Coleman once again with the drive. Coleman's having a good game today. Kersey bringing it up court. Gives it to Banks, and Banks is on fire. You got to let her attack here. She's pulling. It is off.
I don't like that shot.
Cheat check.
She's been getting into the lane at will. At least try to drive, create some space with a step back, and then pull up.
2 words, Derek. Heat check. Looks like a timeout on the floor has been called. CoppinState timeout.
In CoppinState, even though they don't have the offense that you would think you would need to compete with the Hornets, they're in this game. They're playing good. They're doing a good job on the defensive side of the ball right now.
Good point, Derek. Good point. About 5 minutes remaining in the first half here. Your Lady Hornets lead the CoppinState Lady Eagles 30-25. Don't forget, stick with DSU-TV all day long as we do have doubleheader action today. Later on today, it will be the men's basketball team taking on the male Eagles at 4 p.m. here today in Memorial Hall. We'll be right here with you all day. Sit back, relax, get something cold to drink, and enjoy some MEAC basketball.
And they're in a desperate need of a win against a good opponent. Both of their wins have gone against D3 teams. They need to beat a D1 school eventually.
Craig bringing it up court. Looks like it'll be a illegal screen, looks like. Legal screen will be called there.
And off a timeout, that's just bad. You want to get a good.
I'm sure that's not what the coach drew up.
Yeah.
Banks with the drive. A little out of control there.
I think a foul could have been called on that play.
Craig. Oh, Craig. In and out. Pull up. Another loose ball foul on the Lady Eagles. Looks like it'll be Dub State's ball.
It's a poor shot by Craig. You're their point guard. You can't just go up and pull like that. You got to get your offense into some type of set, into some type of play. You just don't run up and try to play one-on-one on a situation like that. As we walk the floor,
Harmon will be going to the line as the Lady Hornets are in the bonus. They're in the bonus. Harmon having a good game today. First free throw is good. Shot is in once again for Harmon, making both of her free throws there. Craig calling out the offense there. Out to Coleman. Coleman almost slips there. Coleman with the drive, draws the foul on the floor. Looks like it'll be called on Tylen Carter. Shot is good. The first free throw for Coleman is good. Shot is no good there. Rebounded by number 34.
Looks like we're going to get a shooting foul. Makira Lewis with the contact. She got to do a better job boxing out on the free throws, so that doesn't even happen.
Free throw is good. Both free throws are good there by Carter. Kersey, in and out dribble, crossover. Looks like it'll be a foul call.
Keenan Samuels trying to put
It
some
is a
pressure
foul
on.
call. Looks like she will be headed to the line as though Lady Hornets are in the bonus.
And that's the great thing about being in a bonus. She's not even looking to get a shot off. She's just trying to run her offense. You get fouled, and there you go to the line for a couple of free points.
That's why it's always important, kids, to work on your free throws. You never know when you may be called to go to the line. Kersey to the line. One, looks like 2 shots. First shot is off. Kersey, the second of 2, missed the first.
Both teams in a double bonus.
Second shot is good.
So you want to get something going towards the paint, hoping to get a foul and get to the lane for both teams.
She's shooting 3. It is off.
Coleman has struggled with her shot, below 39% from the floor this season, and shooting only 32% from 3.
Hopefully Coleman wasn't trying to build a house with that brick. Bankston, high post. Bankston drive, spin move. Loses the ball, but Harmon regains it. Harmon is going to pull up. Looks like she may have been hit, but no call there.
Hit in her hand there. The ref got to make that call.
Coleman with another drive. Looks like she is fouled. She will hit to the line.
And a good job on that play coming off the screen, and she curls inside, giving her a chance for the floater.
Recently, DSU received a top honor when it was named by the Association of Public and Land-Grant Universities as the 1890 Land-Grant University of the Year. Delaware State University received the honor because of its overall performance in the APLU's 14 award categories. Delaware State University was in the top 3 of 9 categories, including first in research, of which it also received the APLU's Research Award. Well, Derek, Lady Hornets are leading the Lady Eagles 33-28, about 3 minutes remaining in the first half. As you close out this first half, the Lady Hornets are in a bonus. What would you expect them to do, especially coming out of this timeout?
First, I think defensively, they've kind of gotten away from the full court pressure that they were doing. I would like to see them do that after some made shots. And offensively, I would like to see them get into some pick and rolls. See if they can get into the lane instead of going one-on-one, maybe some pick and roll action or some stagger screen, something to get them free off of these defenders.
Good point there, Derek. Good point there, Derek. Once again, the Delaware State University Approaching Storm Marching Band is back and in full effect. Good to see them back. Once again, 3:34 remaining in the first half. Your Lady Hornets lead the Lady Eagles 33-28.
Another thing I want to see is out of Raven Bankston. She's shooting only 3 for 11 from the field. She's getting doubled and triple teamed when she drives in. So drive into the paint, kick it out to an open player because they're open. She's getting trapped each time she gets into the lane.
Looks like Coleman's headed to the line for 2 free throws. Before the free throw, she has 12 points. Larissa Carter with 6. And Jordan Swales with 5. And you can add that to Coleman's stat sheet. 13 points for her.
She averages about 14 points a game. She's about to get that before the first half ends. It's not a good sign for the Hornets.
Hopefully she fades off and doesn't score any more points the rest of the game. That's what that's telling me.
Yeah, but with the injury to Hawkins, the paint is susceptible to a lot of inside penetration and points.
Shot is off once again. Air ball. Craig with the bounce pass. And the shot is off. Rebounded by, once again, without Hawkins, you see the presence inside. It's tough to get rebounds. Coleman is fouled. She'll hit to the line again. As I was about to say, you see without Hawkins, the ability to grab rebounds inside is just not as easy as it was, and you see we're a little disadvantaged at that.
Yeah, and the Eagles just got about 4 or 5 different chances at the hoop. And they're starting to get a lot of these Hornets into foul trouble. Coleman only a 50% shooter from the free throw line, but she has a good stroke. I don't understand why she's shooting only 50%. Everything I see from her form seems she should be shooting in the low 80s or something like that.
Coleman with the second shot. It is off. Coleman does not get the rebound. Out to Washington. Washington. Bankston drives. Baseline. Layup is off, but she will get to the line. That's always a good sight.
And once again, that quick first step. No defender can stay in front of her. When she drives, she's drawing about 3 or 4 different people. Good job going strong to the rim and drawing a foul. As it's turning into a free throw contest.
Bankston's shot is good. Add that to the stat sheet. Bankston's second free throw is off. Bankston with 9 points now. Oh, Bankston slips there.
And that's a freshman's mistake by Bankston. You're in a double bonus. You can't be reaching in right there.
One thing I always like to say, patience is a virtue. Let the offense come to you, and then you react.
And I think she got a little frustrated because she slipped. You heard some crowd reaction. And she just wanted to take the ball away from Craig after that happened.
I feel like she slipped on the floor.
Yeah, it's a slippery floor. I don't think she got crossed or anything, but she reacted because of the fans going ooh and ah. Made her get a little over-aggressive, and now she has to sit on the bench.
Both free throws are in for the feisty Ashley Craig. About 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Kersey with the drive. Looks like a foul is called. Looks like maybe more free throws for the Hornets. Lady Hornets here. Kersey back to the line.
It's been a parade at the free throw line for both teams, which really isn't a great thing for the Hornets because it's slowing the game down, and CoppinState's catching up because of that. But they won't mind a couple easy well, I guess they will mind if she misses the first free throw.
Free throw is good for Kersey. Kersey out to number 21 with the crossover. Keena Samuels. Shot is good right there by Larissa Carter. We're knotted up at 35, ladies and gentlemen. Knotted up at 35. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Washington to crossover dribble there. Pick is going to be set there. It is good. The flip shot. Oh, another, looks like a blocking call will be called.
And they're running
looks like
she's down still.
Coleman will get up a little gimpy, holding her back.
Coleman's running that same, looks like she kind of loops inside. Same type of action. That it just continues to get into the lane. I'm going to have to take a closer look at what they're doing on a weak side that allows her to get open.
Free throw is up and in for Coleman. Coleman looks like she's on pace to double her season average here today.
And a lot of them are just free throws.
My eyes would light up too if the best player was out. Jay Washington brings the ball past the midpoint line. She drives, no one picks her up. Pass is in.
And Jay Washington's been making great decisions all game long. A veteran play right there.
Makara Lewis with the lay-in off the great dime from Washington. Lady Hornets on a fast break. Pull up by Kersey. It is no good. Rebound Harmon. Harmon lays it in.
Last minute left. Crucial stage for the Hornets to try to take a couple more points, make this an 8-10 point game.
Shot is off. Coleman with the rebound once again. Stolen by Kersey, who looks like she was fouled on the play.
On the Hornets with that 3-guard system, when they're not getting beat up in the paint, when they're able to force some pressure on the perimeter, they're a very scrappy bunch and force a lot of steals and get out in transition pretty well.
Kersey at a usual place, the free throw line. Still a minute and 5 seconds remaining in the first half. Lady Hornets are now up 42-37.
You know, Hornets with a timeout. This is a crucial stage for both, not just for the score, but a psychological aspect. Being up by 10 feels a lot much better than being up by 6 or being up by 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, Delaware State University is establishing a Delaware State University early college high school on campus that is scheduled to open in the fall of 2014. It will be designed specifically to serve first-generation college-bound students and will have a great emphasis on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics curriculum. Students will also be able to earn a maximum of 60 hours of college credits while finishing high school. The last two of a series of parent and student information nights for those interested in the early college high school will be held at 6 p.m. on December 3rd, that has already happened, and December 17th in the Delaware State University Living and Learning Commons, formerly known as the Sheraton Hotel, just north of the campus on North DuPont Highway. Back here, Lady Hornet action here on DSU-TV. I am Byron Dixon, joined alongside Derek Slayton and Roland DeVries on the sidelines. 47 seconds remaining in the first half.
And I like the adjustment by the Hornets as they went to a 2-3, trying to protect these players from foul trouble. Don't want to give up some,
do that.
Yeah, you don't want to give up any more free throws with about 48 seconds left. No easy points.
Anytime you go to a zone, you definitely want to put emphasis on rebounding as well, so you want to see how that works out.
I'm going to get a travel.
Too many steps there for Larissa Carter as the travel is called. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, traveling does exist, and it is alive and well here today.
Another good thing about going to that zone is it's harder for them to get into the paint. The Eagles aren't a great three-point shooting team.
If they want to shoot jump shots all day, let them live. But you don't want them getting easy bucks in the paint and get to the free throw line and getting offensive rebounds. Shot is off by Kersey. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman's going to bring it up court. Gives it off to Ashley Craig.
It would be smart for the Eagles to settle for the last shot. But
Stolen.
That's not what they do. Now the Hornets realize they can settle for the last shot.
Looks like they will hold it for the last shot. Kersey looking over the coach for the play call. Pick is going to be shot. Kersey out to Washington. Washington is called for the travel.
And it seems like the refs are going to make it an issue to call these travels.
I'm guessing in their pregame meeting, the refs had a very emphasis on traveling. Shot is off the mark by Coleman. She probably could have took another dribble or two in.
Yeah.
Get a better shot. At the end of the first half, your Lady Hornets lead the Lady Eagles 43-37. At the end of the first half. Derek, what do you think about the first half of play so far?
The first half, right now they're giving up too many free throws. And I think that's a big issue for the Hornets because the Eagles can't really score on them. They only shoot 39% from the floor, but they're getting to the line a lot.
Looks like Roland has one of the coaches from CoppinState with him. Roland, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Byron. I'm here with assistant coach of CoppinState, Billy Wilson. Coach, close game so far. You're down by 6. What do you have to do in the second half offensively?
We have to turn the defense out. We were getting back in transition right in the half, so we cut that down a little bit. We get back quicker, we make solid stops, and we keep getting on the board. So our second chance shots were keeping us in the game. When we keep attacking the basket, we'll be good.
Tara Hawkins sits on the bench with an ice pack on the right shoulder. How's that change you defensively for Delaware State's offense in the second half?
Well, our defense is constant, regardless if she's in the game or not. Defense is always constant. For her being on the bench, we have to still do what we have to do to shut down defense regardless. They have interior and they have perimeter players that can shoot. We have to be constant on defense regardless.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Okay, you're welcome.
Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Byron.
Thank you, Roland, for that interview there. Once again, halftime here at Memorial Hall. Your Lady Hornets lead the Lady Eagles 43-37. Second half action will be coming up really soon. Once again, Derek, do you have any final thoughts on the first half?
I don't really have too much to talk about except they're just going to have to do a better job staying out of the penalty and not allowing the Eagles to shoot free throws to stay in this game.
Thank you, Derek. Stay tuned. We will be back momentarily with second half action. Once again, your Lady Hornets lead the CoppinState Lady Eagles 43-37 here at the end of the first half. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, doubleheader action today here at Memorial Hall. Coming up a little later on, your male Hornets will take on the male Eagles later on in a MEAC clash. So stay tuned for that. With that being said, we'll be right back. Make sure you look at the camera. Welcome back. It is halftime here at Memorial Hall. Your Delaware State University Lady Hornets lead the CoppinState Lady Eagles 43-37. Once again, joined alongside by Derek Slayton and Roland DeVries. My name is Byron Dixon. So with the first half behind us, a half to go. Derek, what are some things that stand out to you so far with this game?
Well, I'm impressed by the way they've forced turnovers. That was something we talked about to speed up the game. They were going to have to force some turnovers and get out on a fast break. They've done that. I'm really impressed with Jade Washington's decision-making in transition. She knows when to go and when to settle the team down and run their offensive sets and run some half-court offense. But one thing they have to do, they cannot allow the Eagles to get to the line. The Eagles went to the line 21 times, made 14 free throws, and they also are going to have to stop Kira Colvin, who had 17 on the Hawks' 37 points.
As you can see, both teams aren't shooting very well from three. But you see the free throw battle is probably going to decide this game. Lady Eagles are 14-21, and the Lady Hornets 12-17. So
another decider is the rebounds. The Hornets with a 23-19. I'm sorry, the Eagles with a 23-19 rebound edge. They're going to have to keep it kind of even. With Tiara Hawkins gone, the Hornets are going to have to rebound as a group. They cannot get dominated on the boards by the Eagles if they want to win.
That being said, both teams have 14 fouls, so it's a lot of physicality going on. You would definitely want to keep that line drawn between physical and aggressive. So that being said, it'll be definitely see who will get to the bonus first and get to the free throw line as the game progresses. Lady Hornets are warming up. They're back out here about 2 minutes and 15 seconds before we tip back off for the second half. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, DSU-TV is your home for all Hornet sports. And this basketball season, we're here with you. And today especially, we got a double header action. The men's game coming up at 4 p.m. between the Hornets and the Eagles as well. Lady Hornets fresh off their big win against George Mason, the overtime win here at Memorial Hall. And the men off a tough competitive loss to Dayton as well. And they beat Baptist Bible as well here. So with about a minute left, so about a minute 30 left, you know, with that being said, Derek, what else are you looking forward to in the second half?
I think Raven Banks is going to have to make some more of her shots. She's getting open looks, either pass to the open person when it's a double or a triple team, or she's going to have to finish. She's 3-for-11 from the field. She's going to have to shoot a higher percentage in the second half. Also, Deanna Harmon is very aggressive. She's shooting 4 for 5. I would like to see her shoot some more. And another thing, they got to shoot the three ball a little bit better. They're only shooting 11%. They're going to have to make some of the threes to spread out the offense. So
I've just gotten word, excuse me, Derek, that Tiara Hawkins is actually out of the game today with a separated shoulder. Just across the wire here, separated shoulder. She's out for the game.
And that's big because that takes a couple of weeks to heal. And I think they face Maryland coming up soon, a huge game, not just for the records but for a reputation standpoint. You win a game like Maryland, when decision time comes for the committee to choose who you want, if you have a chance for an at-large bid, a Maryland win is huge.
Well, the importance is going to get healthy, about getting healthy. Because, you know, playing in a MEAC, it's pretty much next to impossible to get an at-large bid. So you're going to have to get the automatic bid by winning your conference tournament. So in a few more months when March rolls around, it's important to have her healthy and ready to go for the conference tournament so we can have a legitimate shot at winning the MEAC and getting to the NCAA tournament.
I wonder if the Hornets will go out with pressure or if they'll try to go into a zone to keep these guys out of foul trouble.
We're just about ready for tip-off. Second half action being brought to you right here live, DSU-TV. Jay Washington, the point guard with the ball. Out to Tylen Carter. Bankston looking for a open teammate there. Harmon with the screen. Harmon triple threat stance. Harmon drives. Harmon. No call there. They may let them play a little bit more in the second half. It'll be interesting to see. Has someone open in the corner. They missed it. The inside pass wide open.
That's a good high-low play to start off the second half for the Eagles.
Bankston with the drive. Bankston with the pull-up. Bankston, it is off. Quick shot there.
And the Eagles looking to get into the paint early.
Shot
in the post.
is good by number 24, Bria Harris.
Jay Washington's going to have to get them into a good half-court set here. The Eagles scoring 2 quick baskets, bring this game within 2. Nice back cut.
Back screen, out to Harmon. I like the interior passing, just a bit off there.
Jay Washington telling Diamond, you have to shoot the ball. It would look like Harmon is slow to get up, but Diamond has to go up for the layup on that play. Looks like the Hornets are going to bring some pressure.
Without Hawkins in the game, you've seen Diamond Williams come out second half and start, so it'll be interesting to see what imprint she can leave on this game. We've seen her shoot a few air balls. We've seen her hit a three-point shot, so hopefully she'll stay aggressive and make some shots for us. The shot is good. Looks like that is Kyra Coleman. Kyra Coleman on the easy lane.
6-0 run by the Eagles, tying this game up. Hornets look kind of sluggish out in the second half.
Shot is good. Deanna Harmon makes up for that last blunder and makes the layup.
Good interior passing by Carter to Harmon for the easy layup.
Ashley Craig with the ball as she usually does, bringing it up court.
They're looking to get the ball to Carter.
Pass is tipped out to Carter. Craig Ashley is high. Oh, Craig with the pump fake. She's pulling. It is off the top of the backboard, way off. You can tell she was uncomfortable taking that shot.
Good job by Jay Washington. They set a double pick and roll. She did a good job getting through it and still contesting the shot without fouling.
Active hands, ladies and gentlemen, or as I like to call them, jazzy hands. Keeping your hands up at all times, contesting the shot. Carter out to Carter with the rebound. Up. It is off. A little too strong there off the glass. Gives it out to Coleman. Inside. Layup is good. Easy bucket for Larissa Carter.
And without Hawkins in the game, they're looking to get the ball to Carter, and you can see why. 6 easy points for her coming out in the second half. All of them just layups.
Well, safe to say this game will probably go down to the wire, Dirk. The ball is actually stolen there by Kara Coleman. She's going to the rack. She is fouled. She's a little upset with herself. She thinks she should have finished that bucket.
Coleman was 7 for 11 from the free throw line in the first half.
First shot at the free throw line is good.
Coleman and Carter combining for over 50% of the offense for the Eagles.
Mykara Lewis checks into the game for Tylen Carter.
Tylen Carter had a couple turnovers, it seems, and has to sit down for a little bit.
Both free throws are good. Bankston looking to drive, looking to create a shot. The spinorama, it is off the backboard though.
She can't just be a one-person show. She has people in the corners open when they double team her and triple team her.
I'm a little dizzy after seeing that spin move, but it was a great move nevertheless. Inside post defense there by Bankston. The old pull the chair from under him trick. Washington pushing the tempo. Washington is looking for something. Three-pointer is off there by Diamond Williams.
Diamond Williams 1 for 5 from three-point land. Somebody's going to have to make a three-point shot to spread out this defense. They're just packing the paint and daring them to shoot.
Craig out to number 23.
And the Hornets had a lot of energy early on, but they're very
Swells.
sluggish right now.
Ironically, Jordan Swells is wearing number 23, so take that what you may. Looks like the ball is out. And it will be a media timeout.
The Eagles making an emphasis to get the ball to Larissa Carter so far.
We are looking forward to our second annual December commencement on December 14th in the Memorial Hall Gymnasium, where the keynote speaker will be Kent Amos, a Delaware State University alumnus from the class of 1970, a former Xerox executive and currently a nationally renowned educator and Washington, D.C. charter school founder. Mr. Amos will share a lot of wisdom on what it means to succeed, and that always should include service. Speaking of service, hopefully the Lady Hornets can deliver a win here. Once again, your Lady Hornets are leading down 45 to 47, excuse me. You see without Tierra Hawkins, the interior presence of the Hornets is not what it used to be. So hopefully we can fix that and see what coaches are drawing up over there.
And then the Eagles' halftime adjustment is, hey, let's slow this game down, get the ball into the paint. The Hornets have not been able to defend it so far in the second half.
It'll be an inbound. It'll be an inbound for the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles here. The power dribble, that will be waved off because of a travel. And another Lady Hornet is on the ground. An unfortunate trend here.
Is that Bankston?
Not Bankston, not the other Bankston
I think that might be her.
Raven Bankston is on the ground, and once again, I am holding my breath.
She landed very hard on the floor. Hopefully she didn't hit her head.
I hate seeing those head injuries because we know in the world of sports about concussions and head trauma. The last thing I would hate to see is the other twin get hurt on a day where we learn about this sad news about Rain Bankston.
And Amber Griffin, the starting point guard for the Eagles, had a concussion last game.
Right.
So she'll probably go back into the locker room and get all the concussion tests taken and everything, and all the procedures to make sure that she's healthy.
Looks like Kersey has checked into the game there. Harmon top of the key. Out to Washington. The pump fake drive. Out to Harmon. Left-handed drive. Back to Harmon. Down low. The layup. High. Off the glass and in.
And Harmon leading all Hornets with 14 points, 6 for 8 from the floor. She's going to have to pick up a lot of the scoring load with both of their leading scorers injured.
Offensive foul. We're going the other way. Lady Hornets basketball, ladies and gentlemen.
Good defense by the senior, scoring on one end and then gets back to set the charge. She's got to be the leader right now.
Diamond Williams running the point guard. You see Kersey has checked into the game for Bankston. Washington. Washington setting up the offense, facilitating. Out to Williams. She drives, gives it to stoppage of play. As Derek stated, may have been a little flop there. Inbounds from Williams. The shot is off. Good shot there, though, by Kira Lewis. You like to see that ability of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Home with the step back. Drive. Up and in. And no, it is out. There's a foul called on the play.
Larissa Carter being very aggressive.
Larissa Carter, the impact player for the day, 12 points.
I would like to see the Hornets make her shoot left, dribble left, something. Everything's been right-handed oriented, whether she's putting the ball on the ground or doing a post move.
Shot is good. Looks like Bankston is back. hustling out of the locker room, anxious to get back into this game. Good news for not only the Hornets, but good news for us over here as well. Kara Coleman with 21 points on the evening. 21 and 9. 21 points, 9 rebounds. She's working on a double-double. Larissa Carter knocks down the free throw. Bankston is back. Bankston with the drive. Bankston with the spin. Bankston up, and it is almost in. That spin move might be our go-to move there, Derek. Almost finishing a three-point play. Now let's go to the line, knock down his 2 free throws.
And I like better when she's attacking, not from the top of the key, but from the wings. It's a better angle to get into the paint. Top of the key, you got 5 defenders looking at you.
She's like a blur. That first step, as you said, Derek, is as quick as a hiccup. First free throw is good for Bankston, a freshman out of Detroit, Michigan. The 8th ranked player out of that state, and her sister was a 15th. Hounding defense, trapped by Kersey and Bankston. Craig does not know which way to go, gives it off to Thompson. Thompson with the fake. It is off. Larissa Carter will be headed to the line for 2 free throws.
And they have no answer for Larissa Carter so far in the paint.
We're knotted up here at 49 all, 13:56 remaining in the second half. Lady Hornets and Lady Eagles tied at 49, pending the free throws. First free throw is good. Lady Hornets up by 1.
Larissa Carter's first free throw is good.
Both free throws are good for Larissa Carter. Bankston with the drive. Bankston cuts it back out. Kersey setting up the offense. Back cut. It is up and in. Jade Washington.
Jade Washington.
And that's been a play that's been there before. We've seen Diamond Williams have the exact same play and pass it up.
Good trap there. A foul. Being from Vegas, Jay Washington, she rolled the dice there, took the back cut. Great decision on her part, and it turned out to be easy too.
And it's a good offense because they kind of flattened the court out, and they don't have a big person underneath the court to stop the cutter.
Looks like Karina Reedon will check in, the 5'7" junior from Wilmington, Delaware. Inbound. Right under the basket is Craig.
That's Jade Washington's 4th foul. I'm sorry, that's her 3rd foul. Raven Bankston, Jade Washington in foul trouble with 3. Tylen Carter has 4 fouls. The Hornets may have to get out the trap in defense to protect some of these players.
Jordan Swales misses the lay-in, rebounded once again, another rebound. There it is, Diamond Williams sets it up, gives it to Washington. Washington out to Kersey. Kersey back to Washington. Washington lets her set up the offense as she usually does, facilitating and leading the offense so well. Washington out to Kersey. Kersey looking for anybody. Looks like it will be a travel.
Karina Redding lost her footing there. The court has to be slippery. A lot of them are just slipping when they try to make their moves.
Well, as you can hear behind us, maybe some of the fans yelling words I cannot repeat on air.
Hornets still trapping.
Looks like it is a steal by Washington. Washington's effort. She's pushing. She's looking for someone. Kersey for 3. It is off. Grazes the rim. Good hustle there by the freshman, Mykara Lewis. Good hustle there.
The Hornets are going to have to hit some of these deep shots. The Eagles are just packing the paint, and they have a lot of open looks from 3. They're just not knocking them down.
Out to Williams.
Not a good shot by Williams.
Eagles on the fast break. Out to Swells. Swells to Ashley Craig.
Good job by the Hornets in transition defense, not giving up anything easy.
The shot is off there. Rebounded by Washington. Washington's pushing the tip off. Washington's looking to go all the way. Washington, no foul called.
There was a blocking foul, but nothing gets called there. Washington threw her hands up looking for it.
It's like Craig is bringing it down. There's a mismatch down low. They're looking to exploit it. .51 all here. 11 minutes remaining. Second half. Shot is off by Jordan Swells. Hustle, fight for the ball. Looks like it'll be Lady Hornets basketball. Looks like a timeout's been called on the floor.
I would like for the Hornets, instead of the trap half court, if they want to bring some pressure, bring it into the full court. That's where they force most of the turnovers.
Ladies and gentlemen, New York City's first and only HBCU basketball tournament is taking place December 14th through December 15th, 2013. Are you ready? The 7th annual Big Apple Classic basketball tournament returns to New York bigger and better than ever. Gear up for an exciting 2-day weekend as we bring the incredible HBCU experience firsthand to the Big Apple. This year, we're taking the Big Apple Classic tournament live to Barclays. Hello, Brooklyn. Join us this December as 4 arch rivals from the nation's most prominent HBCUs. Howard University takes on your Delaware State University Hornets, and Virginia State University versus Virginia Union University battle in a doubleheader to defend their title as BAC champions. Brooklyn, we go hard. Once again, with 11 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the second half of MEAC basketball, your Lady Hornets are tied with the Lady Eagles, 51 all. We're about ready to resume play here, right here at Memorial Hall.
It's a big possession for the Hornets to retake the lead. Game's been in a tie for most of the second half.
Washington. To Kersey. Kersey drives, gives it to Washington. Washington looking for the screen there. From Lewis. Lewis. Washington drives. It is off. The rebound is caught and taken.
And Karina Redding with a bad foul.
The feisty Ashley Craig, as I like to call it, gets right back up.
Foul number 21, Karina Redding. Her second, team 6.
Craig brings the ball up. Craig, the trapping her as they usually do. She escapes the trap, which is inexcusable. Shoots the air ball floater, so I guess she lived with the result. Craig fighting for it again. Gets the deflection. Number 21 misses the layup. Keena Samuels. And it looks like another one. Kersey with the ball out of the scrum. Kersey pull-up jumper is off. And it looks like it will go to the Lady Eagles, who will set up their offense. 51 all, 10 minutes remaining. Looks like kickball.
Neither team much into an offensive rhythm as we have Tylen Carter checking in. She has 4 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful.
Craig, top of the key. The shot is off, but another offensive rebound, this time by Coleman. Coleman loses the ball. Williams up. Williams looking for someone, anybody. Pull-up jumper, takes it herself. It is off.
I don't like that shot. Nothing there. Just bring the ball back out and run some half-court sets. That's a shot she could get at any point of the shot clock.
Craig being hounded there by Kersey. A little bit of taste of her own medicine there. Coleman drives. It is good. Washington with the ball. Brings it up court. Out to Kersey. Kersey drive. The floater. Craig cannot hold on to the ball, and it will be Lady Hornet basketball.
I wonder what the extent of the injury for not Tiara Hawkins, but Raven Bankston. Haven't seen her in the game since she took that hard
You may wonder
fall.
if it is a lingering effect maybe.
You can see they're really missing her presence and ability to create on the offensive end. Even when she's missing, she's still giving them offensive chances on the glass because she's getting into the paint so easily.
Easy pass and easy bucket from Kira Lewis.
Good job by Lewis slipping the screen. And
It's got to be a
easy
next
layup.
man up mentality for the Lady Hornets. Your best player's out. Your second best player, Bankston, is
Also
reeling
out.
on the sideline. Someone's got to step up. Shot is good by Taeyong. Pick a set there, Williams. Out to Kersey. Looks like Lewis was fouled there.
Another reason Raven Bankston may not be in is that she does have 3 personal fouls along with Deanna Harmon. But you wonder, how long can the Lady Hornets survive without those 2 scores in this game? On the offense, they just don't have any creativity. They're struggling on the offensive side. This is a team that scores 80 points a game.
Looks like
They're at 53.
Looks like Roland has some information for us. Hey, Roland, what do you have for us?
Hawkins still sits in the bench. Right shoulder in an ice pack, in a sling, and still in her warm-ups. Deanna Harmon has really stepped up her game here to put up 14 points. Raven Bankston hit the deck pretty hard with 16 minutes left here in the second half, but she's back in the game, and she's chipped in 11. The Lady Hornets going to try to pull this one out with a little less than 8 minutes left to go. Back to you, Byron.
Thank you, Roland. Thank you. Once again, your Lady Hornets are trailing the CoppinState Lady Eagles 55-53. 7:55 remaining in the second half. Dirk, about 7 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the game. What are the coaches telling their players right now?
I think they're just saying that they got to get some easy buckets in transition. And also not to just settle for any shot. They're taking a lot of bad shots. They're going to have to do a better job with their shot selection.
It's coming up into the crucial moments of the basketball game. You got to put your best players on the court. Hopefully Bankston can re-enter the game soon. Haven't seen a lot of Deanna Harmon as well. Wonder what's going on with that.
She also has 3 fouls.
3 fouls. Foul trouble can definitely hurt you.
They may wait till the 5-minute mark to bring both of them back in.
Kersey with the ball. I would like to see Kersey attack here. Kersey out to Williams. Williams with the drive. Williams stops on the dime. It is off. A little out of control there. Lost her footing.
And Williams is just struggling from the field right now.
Pass. Up and in. Hoop. Plus the arm for Janelle Lane. She rolled down the lane and had the easy bucket there. The lane just parted like the Red Sea, if you ask me.
And that's a good substitution, bringing another tall player to dominate the paint.
One shot for number 1. It is off.
Raven Bankston's
And
at
it
the
is
scores table.
Raven Bankston set to check back in. Good to see. Checks in for Williams. Inbound to Craig. Looks like a timeout was called.
We've got a timeout, 30-second timeout.
Recently, Delaware State University received a top honor when it was named by the Association of Public and Land-Grant Universities as the 1890 Land-Grant University of the Year. Delaware State University received the honor because of its overall performance in the APLU's 14 award categories. Delaware State University was in the top 3 of 9 categories, including first in research, of which it also received the APLU's Research Award. So, Derek, about 7 minutes remaining. Lady Hornets trail by 4. What do you think is going through the huddles here on both sides?
I know they're on defense, but they got to come up with some type of offensive play when they get the ball to score so they can set up their traps and then get this game moving up-tempo again. Right now the game's slowing down because the Hornets just can't make a bucket to get into their pressure. So they're going to have to draw something up, something to give them an easy look.
Good point there, Derek. Good point. Once again, I am Byron Dixon, joined alongside my broadcast partners Derek Slate and Roland DeVries here at Memorial Hall Gym on the lovely campus of Delaware State University, if I may say so myself. Lady Hornets trail by 4. 7 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the second half. Play has resumed. Craig, top of the key, setting up the Eagles offense. They're looking for someone, anybody. Looks like a foul will be called.
That's Jay Washington's 4th foul. One more and she's going to be disqualified. And
as I so often like to say, this isn't the NBA. You don't get 6, even though I would like to see that rule changed.
And it's going to be huge. She cannot foul out. She's been one constant on this offense to get the offense moving, especially in transition. Her fouling out will be huge.
Definitely. The point guard position is essential for any team. And when you got a player like Washington, Jay Washington, you got to have on the court at all times. Looks
You're
like
seeing
Deanna Harmon's checking back in soon, the aforementioned Deanna Harmon.
So they're bringing in their offensive weapons.
Bankston pulling, and it is all. Craig using that sideline. Looks like it was a foul call for Janelle Lane. Once again in the lane for number 1.
I don't like that foul call. She was losing the ball and just kind of threw one up. The ref definitely bailed her out on that play.
Looks like she will head to the line for 2 shots.
Makira Lewis got to do a better job just keeping her hands straight up, not even to give a ref a chance to make that call.
First free throw is good. And as I always like to say, ball don't lie.
I thought that was Rasheed Wallace.
Well, he's retired, so you know I say it
That's your
myself.
saying now?
Yeah, I say it myself. Second free throw is good, so I guess the ball does lie.
CoppinState Eagles with their largest lead of the game, up 7.
Washington calling out the offensive set for the Lady Hornets. It's 5 Lady Hornets with 4 fouls. That's an alarming number.
And it's definitely impacted them, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They've all lost rhythm. They're having lineups here that you don't really see play together. So you wonder if there's some type of chemistry issue when you run these type of lineups that you don't see that often.
Washington drives. Bankston pull up is
It's a bad
off.
shot. That's a bad shot. She was double teamed and still forced it up.
Sometimes you have to live with what freshmen do on the court. Sometimes they make spectacular, dazzling, highlight reel plays. And sometimes they make you scratch your head and give you gray hair. As number 21, Keena Samuels makes the lay-in.
Without Tierra Hawkins on the court, you can just see they just don't have a lot of offense.
Bankston.
Big shot, though.
The aforementioned Bankston, right on cue, makes a spectacular play.
Just as you're saying, a freshman can just wow you, and then it can just disappoint you right there. A long three-pointer, bringing this game within 6.
Sometimes they're like tea bags. You don't know what you get until they're in the hot water. Washington with the drive. Gives it to Harmon. Harmon with the lay-in. Up. And it is off. May have got hit there.
Looked like Deanna Harmon was trying to force the foul.
We can't look for the foul. You have to play through the contact.
You just got to go for the bucket.
If you call it, if they call it, they call it. If they don't, you got to keep playing. Looks like it will be a offensive foul.
Yeah, that's a charge. Good job by Deanna Harmon.
That made up for the last call that they didn't make, so good to see the Lady Hornets get the ball back.
Larissa Carter comes back in the game for the Eagles, and that's nothing you want to see if you're a Hornets fan. Now, she's dominated the second half.
Harmon to inbound to Washington. Washington carrying a heavy load here at the point guard position. Washington looking for a little help there. Tylen Carter's back in the game. Bankston, shot is off. Stolen by Jay Washington. The pass is overthrown back. Up and off. Looks like they jump ball. Lady Hornets basketball.
Good hustle by Harmon. Was one of the furthest people away, but ends up wrestling a rebound away and getting possession. I think they're going to call a foul, so they'll walk the court.
Looks like
both teams are in the
bonus, as Derek is saying.
So Harmon will have
free
a
throws.
1-and-1.
Harmon, this is where you make up for missing a few layups. Get those easy points at the line.
Huge free throws here to make this a 2-possession game with about just under 5 minutes left.
Misses the 1-and-1.
She misses the first.
Wide open underneath. Janelle Lane. In the lane for the easy layup. So easy a caveman can do it. Bankston, pro hop. That is off.
She's forcing too much. She's just, when she gets the ball, she's not looking to create for others. She's just shooting.
4 minutes remaining. Lady Hornets are down 64-56. Stolen. Foul was called actually. Late call.
I think if that's on Jay Washington, she's out. I thought that was a clean steal, but if that's on her, that's a huge loss. Yep.
She has fouled out. Looks like she's disqualified for the day.
You can tell she's clearly upset with that call.
Carter to the line for CoppinState.
Carter makes the first free throw.
Her shot is good.
Second free throw is good. Unfortunately, Jay Washington fouled out today. There'll be a timeout call by Coach Lewis.
Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield Delaware is the official health insurance policy for DSU athletics. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield Delaware, St. Karen.
Well, Derek, Lady Hornets down by 10, about 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the second half. What is one thing that you're looking forward to as the Lady Hornets try to get back in this game any way possible?
They're going to have to create some easy points in transition because the Hornets are not a good three-point shooting team, and the Eagles have to pack doing a half-court offense. So they're just going to have to do a better job of forcing some turnovers here and maybe getting into the free throw line as well.
Good point there, Derek. You need something, anything to get a spark to get back in this game. Still plenty of time remaining. You don't have to press so much. You still can take your time, work through your offense, and get a well-developed shot. As we look down the stat line, Kara Coleman, 25 points, 11 rebounds. She has a double-double. Larissa Carter, 18 points, 14 rebounds, another double-double. So you get 2 interior players with double-doubles just abusing the poor Lady Hornets inside without Tiara Hawkins.
Yeah, and when you have a couple of your best players in foul trouble, Tiara Hawkins out with injury, once explosive Hornets team only has 56 points.
Definitely. And you look at the Hornets, Bankston with 14, as well as Deanna Harmon with 14. Bankston loses the handle, ball deflected out. It'll be Hornets basketball. Bankston to inbound. Out to Williams. Ball deflected. Jump ball. Hornets basketball. Hornets fortunate to get that ball back because Williams had no business catching that ball.
Well, she had to touch the ball. You don't want the player to just take it and run for a layup. But she needs to cross the backcourt line before the pass is thrown so there's no violation.
Good point there. Bankston, she got that look in her eyes. She wants to score this basketball. Bankston with the drive, step back jumper. It is good. That is her go-to move. As I said, she has that look in her eyes. She wants to score the basketball. She wants the Hornets to be on her back. She wants to lead them back in this game. You can tell.
And then you got the trap.
The fearless freshman, as I like to call her.
And the Hornets, that's something they should continue to do. I think they should have went to the full court trap a little earlier. We saw it in the first half lead to 13 turnovers. They've gone away from that, and they haven't been able to force as many turnovers for easy, fast break points.
Good point there, Derek. Good trap there by the Lady Hornets, forcing the Lady Eagles to call a timeout there. You want to make them use all that timeouts if you can. Play physical, play aggressive. Take some chances if you can. You're down by a few points. Might have taken a few risks. Calculated risk. Things that won't burn you in the end. Play has resumed. Looks like another trap will be set. Very top of the key. Active hands there by Kersey. Trap set there. Here comes Williams. Shot is good. The high arcing jump shot there by Janelle Lane. Bankston drive way off. Hits the under part of the backboard, out of bounds.
And she just
3 minutes on the dot remaining.
Another shot, tough shot. Sometimes the angles aren't there, and you just got to bring the ball out.
You see the Lady Eagles have outscored the Lady Hornets here, 29-15 in this half. Great steal there by Tyler and Carter. Carter driving. Carter's going to the rack. Carter's going to score. Carter draws the foul. Good job there by Carter.
And even though Carter's a forward, she has some pretty good ball handling skills for a big person.
It's always good to get some points with the clock stop. Free throws.
These are 2 huge free throws.
First free throw's good.
As we talked about before, these girls were down 10 to George Mason here on this floor just a couple days ago and pulled off the miraculous comeback. But this time they'll have to do it without Jane Washington and Tiara Hawkins.
When there's still time on the clock, there's still an opportunity to win the game. So remember that. The trap set there for good defense there. They got to get it past midcourt. This is good hounding defense by the Lady Hornets. 10-second call. It is a 10-second call. You rarely see those, but good defense there by the Lady Hornets, hounding, harassing, physical defense.
And this game isn't over if the Eagles can't get past half court.
If you can't get past half court, it's a major problem. Bankston top of the key. Bankston wants to score this basketball. Bankston shooting that 3. Bankston's going to knock it. She's saying triple. She's playing pool. 3 ball, corner pocket, side pocket.
Get a blocking foul. Diamond Williams will be called for a blocking foul. And this is when you don't like to be in a double bonus. That's 2 free throws for Craig.
Craig to the line. Makes the first free throw.
Craig's first basket is good. Second one is good.
Craig makes both free throws. Bankston pushing. Bankston to Williams. Kersey for
Kersey,
3.
no good.
Shot
They
is off.
don't need to settle for threes yet. They still have a lot of time on the clock. They just got to take good shots.
The trap is broken there by Craig.
Almost a turnover. Also, when they trap Craig, she's always going to her strong hand. It seems like she's always going left. You might want to try to cut her off and force her to dribble back right.
Inside, shot is off. Rebound is gathered. It is off as well. Harmon with the rebound. Bankston is trailing. Bankston wide open down court. Bankston for the lay-in. It is up and in.
5-point game.
Outlet pass. Great court vision there by Deanna Harmon. The smooth crossover there by Craig. Ball is deflected. It will be Lady Hornets basketball. Down by 5. 1 minute 43 seconds remaining here.
That's a poor decision by Ashley Craig. You want to break the press, and then you just want to run the timeout. You don't need any points right now. You break the press, and then you set up your half-court offense and try to take some time off the clock. Bad decision by their point guard.
30 seconds. You might want to use all 30 of that.
As the Memorial Hall crowd is alive after these couple of big buckets. Huge possession. Tylen Carter.
Looks like she drew the foul. So she will go to the line for, I believe, a 1-and-1. So let's get some easy points here without the clock running.
It's going to be a 1-and-1, like you said. 2 big free throws.
Shot is
and that's low. We're going to get an over-the-back call.
Over-the-back foul is called.
Actually, no, excuse me. It's just going to be an out-of-bounds. Last touch on Williams. If it was over the back, they would be shooting free throws. Redding comes on for defensive purposes. And almost came up with the steal.
Almost came up with the steal, right.
Good hustle by Corinna Redding.
It makes you think, what if they did this trap all game?
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to do. Of course, you don't want to trap all game to tire out your players, but they went away from it too much.
Good defense there by Bankston. You got to force them to get that ball in.
And the Eagles struggling just to inbound the ball. The Hornets have a lot of speed. They run with a lot of guards.
Ball is thrown.
And she gets trapped.
Coleman has been kind of quiet. And right on cue, she hits a layup and gets to the line for a free throw.
Bucket.
As soon as I was going to say she was very quiet this half, she comes up with a and one opportunity here.
I think that's her 27th point. One of our impact players. Averages 14 for the season.
Looks like Coleman will be heading to the line for the free throw. She misses the free throw. Doesn't complete the three-point play. Lady Hornets with the ball
Still just
here.
a 3-possession game. Diamond
Williams is going to pull that jump shot.
She's airballed a lot of threes this game.
The slight hesitation.
Yeah, you just got to pull it. If you want to take that shot, you just got to take it. But she's missed a few, and it's messed with her confidence now.
Free throw is good.
going to get a
Timeout called there by the Lady Hornets. So, Derek, about a minute remaining in this game. Lady Hornets are down by 9 points. Like you said, the injury to Hawkins, Bankston missed a few times, the foul trouble there. What do you look forward to with the minute remaining for the Lady Hornets?
They're going to have to draw up a play for 3, I think, at this point. With only a minute left, they're down 3 possessions. Just not enough time to just go for 2 and play the foul game. Let's see what Tamika Lewis, the coach for the Hornets, drew up.
Kersey to inbound the ball here. Harmon with the basketball. Harmon with the crossover. Harmon draws the foul, looks like.
So they do decide to go into the lane, able to draw a foul, though, to stop the clock.
Foul number 23, Harmon to the line, shooting 2.
Harmon's shot is good.
Lennon checks in for the Hornets.
Second shot is good for Harmon.
Count that one.
About 56 seconds remaining here. Craig, wide open is Larissa Carter. Finishes off the layup. It is good. Bankston loses the dribble, pulls up for the mid-range jumper. It is off. About 40 seconds remaining.
I'll probably do it right there.
The Eagles are looking to kill the clock here probably. Harmon with a steal, not giving up on the play. They may have to shoot this ball. Williams, shoot that 3. You like, it is up. It is in. That's why you don't hesitate. You might have to get a foul here.
They force a turnover.
Harmon is fouled. Looks like she'll get free throws. The
Maybe.
game's not over yet.
Yeah, I think I called it a little too early. Diamond Williams with a huge 3.
It's not over till it's over.
And the Eagles continue to just cough up the ball with the trap. Besides Ashley Craig, when you get the ball out of her hands, nobody else has been able to break the pressure.
Free throw is good from Harmon. Harmon's had a good game here today for the senior. Shot is good. They're trapping hard. So they're going to have to foul. Foul is called.
Keena Samuels will go to the line here. Hopefully for the Hornets, she'll at least split or miss both.
Looks like Keena Samuels will be heading to the line.
Kersey back on the floor for the Lady Hornets.
2 Lady Hornets have fouled out here today.
Lady Hornets call timeout, a 30-second timeout.
.14 seconds remaining. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to join us as our doubleheader coverage continues. We will now, after this game, move into our men's basketball coverage as the male Hornets take on the male Eagles of CoppinState. So doubleheader action for you here today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Hornet basketball on DSU-TV. I'm Byron Dixon alongside Derek Slayton and Roland DeVries on the sidelines. Your Lady Hornets trail CoppinState 77-72. 14 seconds remaining, second half. Free throw is good.
Taking the second shot is good.
They're taking too much time. They need a shot. Somebody's going to have to shoot.
Kersey for 3. It is good. Kersey.
They got a foul.
And it is a foul called. 8/10 of a second remaining. Looks like they should add more time on the clock there by the second.
Yeah, I think
or
they
so.
should. That foul happened immediately.
It did.
If I'm Coach Lewis, I'm talking to the refs. There's no way over a second went off of that clock.
I keep hearing a lot of Memorial Hall fans are very loud in my ear. A lot of loud screams after that 3.
It took a lot of time to get that shot off, though. I thought Diamond Williams should have shot it when she caught it. She hesitated.
Free throw is good.
That free throw will probably put the game away with 0.8
That might be the
seconds.
nail in the coffin there. And it is good.
And that's our ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
That clock should not have ran. She never touched the ball.
Yeah, just clock.
Officially over yet. Ball needs to be inbounded.
The clock was started prematurely there.
Yeah, they've done a last couple possessions. The clock's been running when it shouldn't have on
I know
fouls.
it's 0.8 of a second, but we've seen 0.4 before, right? Shot is off, and the Lady Hornets have fallen in their MEAC opener to the CoppinState Lady Eagles by a score of 80-75. Derek, what is your final remarks on this game here?
I think they should have went to the full court trap a lot earlier. In the second half, they went away from something that forced so many turnovers and forced so much disruption. When they were down 10, they went back to it, cut the deficit to 3 at one point. I think they should have kept that up a little bit more.
That is very true, Derek. It's the first game of many MEAC games they have to come, and I wouldn't be surprised these two teams meet on later on down the line in the season. Definitely MEAC tournament. You definitely want to get Tiara Hawkins healthy and hope that she's healthy and Bankston and those ladies can come back and play together.
Yeah, losing her early in the game was huge. She was dominating. She scored 9 points, did not miss a shot. But it was just unfortunate going for a rebound. Her got her shoulder separated. With her in the game, the Hornets probably win, but it's unfortunate they end up falling.
With that being said, once again, I'm Byron Dixon alongside Derek Slayton and Roland DeVries. Don't forget, in about 25 minutes, join us back here for the second half of our doubleheader with our men taking on the CoppinState Eagles as well. With that being said, join us back in about 25 minutes. All right, we'll be back.